Hello, this is my sketchbook tour. I started this November 14th, I think, and um, I got this sketchbook from like Copenhagen. Like 10 days in, the backing fell off. I haven't fully finished it, but I was supposed to do it all in November, and I'm still working on it. So basically this sketchbook was a journey to relearn art. I've been doing art since like forever, but in sixth form and A level I feel like I did a lot and I got really good, but I then went to uni and stopped being good, and that was upsetting. So this was my journey to try and slowly relearn how to actually draw. So I started off with a lot of gesture drawings, and I could tell like I was feeling kind of stiff while doing it, and I was using like a calligraphy type pen that my teacher gave me for calligraphy. Whoops, I'm using it for drawing. I thought this one was pretty good because, I don't know, like everything was feeling not very confident and very stiff, and I kind of forgot like what a body looks like. These two were 5-minute drawings. Yeah. You know, like for not drawing for like 2.5 years or so, I think it's pretty good. This was my 10-minute drawing. So this is gonna be what I compare everything against. Like you can see the proportions are kind of off, and even though I had extra time, I just like didn't know what to do with anything. It's just a bit blocky. I tried to add some shadows. Clearly you can see I've forgotten how to do that. This was all the same day. This was all the 4th. I got very excited and I kept going. I thought that one was pretty good. I just kept on practicing. You know, it's good to do lots of drawings. I tried to do some charcoal ones. Like, it's okay, barely. Like, yeah, it's not very representative, but I also, at this point, I didn't have hairspray yet, so there's gonna be a lot of smudging in pages to come. So some pages may be a bit not recognizable. This picture, the reference, she was holding a tiger. I was using there's a website called like Daily Reference, I think, something like that. And you can do like class format, and it's like copyright free like free images, and like a lot of them are quite old. This one I thought was pretty good, like as a basic thing. So here I'm doing, it's next day, I'm practicing gesture drawings. I'm using that like squarish graphite thing. I don't know how you're actually supposed to use it. Maybe you're supposed to sharpen it or something. But yeah, I keep going. I'm just trying to feel things out. Next I use oil pastels. First I tried to do like foundation with green and kind of go over with red. I was like, that's not good like visually, so I tried opposite with yellow and build a form on top of that afterwards. It's a little bit better. I started noticing that I have a bit of a leg problem. They're way too long / like what. Keep that up. It's, you know, it's not too bad. I don't hate it. Here I try, like, I do this one and then I start thinking more like, oh, let's try to add more solid kind of shapes and try to you know, make it, because before all the lines are quite abstract, and I'm here trying to make it like, oh, this is like a solid form. It's kind of a weird pose. So I'm here trying to implement that again. Because I'm using like vague things I remember from when I used to do figure drawings. I remember using shapes such as these, but like I don't have that inherent understanding that I used to have. I can tell I have some problems with foreshortening and like proportions, but it's okay. I was quite proud of her. Oh. Here I ate a pomegranate. I painted it twice. The second time was better. And this purple in the back is actually just like the pomegranate juice smeared, and these is the pomegranate like more concentrated. I don't know why it's purple and more of a reddishy pink. I don't know why there's the difference. Maybe they got oxidized in like different amounts or something. This page is kind of sticky, so here I painted it while eating, but I was bored. This is my monstera. That's right here. Okay, this is the 6th. I'm using, I don't know what it's called, but it's that like, oh, it's this light thing, and it's very easily smearable. Oh, let's get that out of the way. It's, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think these next pages are the ones where they stamp a lot, but I think it's quite good. It's easy flowing. But I think it's difficult to actually discern what's going on here. If you can, good for you. I actually cannot anymore. It looks kind of cool though. I can tell I know this is a person like in the air, but I can't really. I still don't get hairspray. Here I'm using charcoal. You can see a bit of the figures. Here I'm trying to clearly get comfortable with motion more. I'm trying to make it dynamic, but also actually have like a 3D structure to it. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I think overall this like shows the shape and structure, but it doesn't feel like 3D or dynamic, or it doesn't like have nuance with the anatomy. It's fine as a quick thing, but it's not what I'm aiming for. So here I did like a 10-minute drawing, and I was like, what the hell happened? Because I tried to use that thick graphite thing, which I don't know what it is, that like pencil square thing, and I assume that's why it looks like this. And then I followed a YouTube class. Here you can see I have a problem with leg proportions a little bit. But I come back later and go, oh, this shouldn't have been there. I think I'm on social media too much, where everyone just has really long legs, so I must be a little bit confused. Then I tried to go back to fundamentals, where like this was from a YouTube video, and then I remember like back in the day, back in class, like we would do merging objects and stuff. So I mean I should have done more than one. Maybe I will at some point. And then I tried to watch some basic perspective videos, and like manipulate the shapes. Here I did like a little GIF, but after reviewing it I could see that these were a little too long and should have been more this way, but overall it helped me understand shape a lot more. I followed some other videos as well where they were talking, and like I was realizing shape and in space and how things interact with each other, and like you might have an idea of space, but it's important to like translate it. And I think starting with the basics is an important thing. I mean, I do kind of not do it a lot, but it does help, and I'll come back to retrain these muscles and like take what I see in my mind and put it down. There was a lot of talk about the bean and torso, so that's what that is. Here I had a little interest in stained glass. I really want to do it. This is the only experimentation I do. I mean, I don't really have any means to play around with it. I bought some cellophane paper, is it called? I think, yeah. It's like really thin, and I thought maybe I can like cut out shapes and do it with this and maybe put it on my window to do it, but maybe I'll get some tape to be representative of the metal holding it. I watched some videos on like the basics. I think there's some problems that might make this impossible here. It depends. But this was my first design. This was more of a simple design of like, okay, let's really take it back to the basics. This is 4 days after I started. I quite liked this one. I feel like it shows a good bit of foreshortening. I mean, it's more gesturing at it. As you can see, there's a bit of a twist, and I think this inspired me to try and be able to do more complex poses, even though I don't think I'm ready at this point. But sometimes going up in complexity, I feel like can help a little bit, just because it can get you understanding the shapes a little more and like seeing different ways they fall into. Yeah, this one I spent half an hour on. I was proud of this one. I feel like it's generally quite good. You can see I'm not confident in hands and feet, but it's like it's a lot better. I mean, the first one was, I'm gonna keep referring back to this one. This one was 10 minutes, but it's like fundamentally a lot better. Next day I'm getting a little more comfortable. I think this is the same pose as before. Maybe the first time I did it was even better, but who knows. You can see maybe here I'm starting to think of like, you know, ribs a little bit, but here I was feeling like really not confident to the side view, because I felt like front view looked okay, but I was just feeling really like, oh, the side looks weird, because I wasn't drawing a lot of people from the side. I think this is the same pose I did pages ago, actually. Let's see. Yeah, that's that. That might be better. Anyway, yeah, here you can see my leg problem coming through. Way too long, but I just need to get off the internet. Here I am posting a video. These were 5 minutes. These onwards were 10 minutes. You can see massive improvement. The lessons I followed and doing the basic stuff really helped my confidence and structure and stuff. Yeah. These were maybe 10, maybe a little shorter, I'm unsure. I found this to be quite difficult, like as a concept where you're kind of like sitting on the side and poking through. Yeah, these were, this day I was very, so it kind of slows down after here. This day I was feeling very, and I was doing from imagination. My friend said that I thought her hand was resting on her thigh. Each to their own. Here I was following another class. he was picking out poses, I was just following along. He was going through the anatomy, and it was really helpful. He went through like in layers and kind of worked up to like the pectoral muscles. Yeah, that was helpful. And then there was more talk of the bean. To like think of it as a torso and hips is like a dynamic moldable structure, kind of with these two shapes that can be bent kind of any way. Maybe not like that. I think that would mean they die. But is it blurry? Okay. Yeah, and it was helpful. I feel like I like the bean as an idea, but like right now I don't feel super like I've used it too much. I think it helped with like in terms of how things crunch and speaking about that, but I don't think I've implemented it as much. Maybe I should more. I learned a little bit about back muscles and like abs muscles, and how they sit, and also relation to the rib cage. I should go over that actually, because sometimes when there's people that I cannot see their rib cage and like only muscles through it, it confuses me because I forgot where they lie in relation to each other. I tried to apply some of this to these poses. So I'm still at this point using the Daily References website, but like there's a bit of a problem in it because like I realized it's a lot of it's like the same woman, or a lot of it is like women with this like very similar body type, and I felt like it was holding me back a little bit, because I just like I remember the first time when I was learning I was using like more muscular subjects, and I felt like that really helped because you can like easily discern where their muscles were. So when I did like skinnier or people with higher like body fat percentage, I knew how the muscles generally looked, but like on these women I felt like I couldn't really see them that much. So I wanted to do a little bit of anatomy, and I don't have a skeleton, and I tried to find one in my university and I couldn't find one that was like available to the public. I think there was one in the anatomy blog, but I would have to make an appointment. Maybe I will. But I found like a 3D skeleton online that was like scanned, helped by like AI, and I just kind of rotated it in different positions and copied that. That was good enough. This one I didn't mean to make them all like twist into each other. It looks a little strange. And yeah, I did the same with the skeleton to do the rib cage in different angles. That one's nice. Yeah. This is the 13th of November. I can't really remember what happened on this day. I'm just drawing. I thought this was really good. I really liked my twist. I mean, downwards I went, oh no, oh gosh, look at those legs. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if like I had a whole page I could like frame it properly, but maybe I would want this to be like from here. I don't know. These were okay. I'm getting more comfortable. I think you can tell. I think I'm criticizing the legs here. I don't know what's going on here, but overall I think it's quite nice. This is a bit iffy. I really struggled with how long to make the leg. Also in that 10-minute drawing that I did that I was really proud of. Where is it? This one. This leg, I kept erasing back and forth of how long to make it. You can see residue lines, and you can see them here as well. Okay, there we go. This was fun. He's like laying this way. I like it. I think his bum came out nice. He looks kind of fetal. I think it's fun. I don't think it's the best, but I just think it's a really, really fun pose. I don't know if at this point I started using like a YouTube reference. There's if you search on YouTube like figure drawing reference, there's this like amazing like set of videos, and there's ones of like naked models and some that are clothed, and I switched to that. I think I already switched at this point, but that was like way better. They have different, like the poses are way more dynamic and like different body types. This is the 14th. It's good to always warm up. I know this from when I used to draw. If I just like jump into a big thing, it just won't look that good. You need to get the things out of your system. I thought this was quite fun. I'd like to come across this pose again and like render it more with the back leg. You know, some days are not as good as other days. Like this has a potential to be good, but it doesn't have a 3D feel to it. It just feels very, very flat. But this has potential, and then it kind of degrades over there in quality. Also, I think this pose is super, super stiff. This was a 5-minute pose, 10-minute pose. I go back to the calligraphy pen. It's like a short end. Okay, it's this one. I feel like a influencer if it actually focuses. Yeah, I think it's actually just meant for calligraphy. My teacher did give it to me for that reason. But it's also, you can tell it's running out of ink here. So this was the first time, like since the beginning of the book, that I'm doing that, and this was my 10-minute one. I thought it was pretty good. These were either like 1 minute, I think. Yeah, 1 minute. And I'm actually really impressed with these because I didn't think they would come out this good, because I'm not doing any like, you know, structure, like gesture drawings or anything. I'm just kind of going into it. I think pretty impressed. I think that's a step up. Like, I thought it would be crap. I mean, don't look at these hands. But yeah, these continuation, I'm really impressed with myself. It's a bit stiff over here, but it's okay. Maybe this is a 2-minute one. 2 minutes. And like, because when I would look back at them, I would go, oh, there's no way I can do that. But then I'd kind of get into the zone, and once I'm done, it would kind of keep looking good, and I was confused because I can't think, oh, I don't know, maybe it's just mentality. It's like, oh, I don't know how I did that. It just kind of, I've become more comfortable, and it just happens. Oh no. Maybe I did rip out a page at some point. Maybe that's why this is coming out. Who knows? Yeah, super annoyed with the legs. I'm trying. Yeah. It's fine. I think I had extra time. When I just do that, I put in crappy shadows. This was maybe the 10-minute one. I had extra time. I think, okay, ignore the shadows and stuff. Like, I think generally it's quite good. I'm quite proud of it, but I feel like the shadows are kind of crappy, so it makes it look crappy, and it doesn't complement the pen very well. Okay, wait. Okay. The next thing was I did a drawing challenge with my friend where we got like random prompt generators. And these were my drawings. So first, we gave ourselves a prompt of horse, and we were at a pub drinking Tennent's. So I made a unicorn with a Tennent's cutie mark. The next prompt was Muscled woman with formal pose, include memory of youth featuring yellow. Yeah. Yeah. We were also trying to not use any references, so it was also like a practice deal. I just thought it was really funny because I made the baby piss itself, and I just thought, why not her as well? The next one was summer weather, priest and muscled body, and the pose is casual. I completely forgot the fact the pose is casual. This is a priest. He's just sitting in a field, enjoying the hot sun. He's sweating. You know, not much to it. It's so good. I love it. The next one is ghost in several different art styles. I was like, I tried to make like a ring type thing, but I'm not used to this extreme foreshortening. I tried to do different styles. I don't know if it worked. It's something. Angsty fruit of paradise. I don't know, rotting fruit. I didn't even know what fruit of paradise was. This one was professor and wraith, impending doom, and violet colors. Wraith, I think, was defined as like, we were allowed to Google words we didn't know. I think wraith was someone like moments before they die or moments after they die. It was like, what is the answer? Or death? This was very relatable to a lot of people, I think. Yeah, I didn't expect. I showed this one to my friends, and I feel like a lot of people are like, wow, that is so relatable. That's how I feel. This is a yokel with a magical wand, and it does not contain any sort of striptease. I think they knew that I drew this. So a yokel was a person who was like uneducated. So I did like burning books, and I made his magical wand his vibrator. But no form of striptease. I made sure his boots were like over ankle high, but you can see his elbow a little bit. That's a sneaky thing I put in there. The next one was neoclassical style with a sense of elation in a country garden. I tried to recreate a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. I forgot the name of it. The I don't know, but I just tried to recreate it from memory. It's like, you know what, I haven't seen it in a while, and I think I did a pretty good job. This is the 18th. I tried to design a dress. Not much else to it. It's not a great dress. Here I'm just designing, like thinking of painting ideas. I want to make like a big thing. I bought a big sheet, so I want to make something to sell soon. And this is just something I'm making for my boyfriend. But yeah, I was just planning composition and figuring stuff out. This is 27th. There might be a little bit of, yeah. 27th. I bought at this point, or like what I'm using here, I bought like a big brush pen. I found it was on my desk. I think it's another calligraphy kind of pen. Oh no, don't look at my messy desk. Okay, it's a calligraphy kind of pen. It's okay, but the thing is, when I tried it out in the shop, I felt like a lot more ink was coming out, and then as soon as I got here, not a lot of, because I used like a sample pen. Now it's kind of dry. I just hope it won't suddenly run out. So I'm just trying to use it. So I think at this point maybe I haven't drawn again in like a week, so there's a bit of a, what is it, regression? Yeah, there's a bit of problems. But also you can see here I'm aware that like now that the shoulder muscle and like here is not necessarily like the ribs, and there's that extra bone, like you can see I'm aware, but I forgot how to draw. Yeah. It's just oy vey, like whoops. Need to practice again. I thought this one wasn't so bad. Nor was this one, but maybe the extreme foreshortening is like giving me a pass because you can't really tell. I think it's not too bad. I tried to redo it, but don't know if it makes it any better. Yeah, I've lost my confidence after not practicing for a little bit. I think this is the 26th. I need to solidify the confidence by doing lots. You can even see this is all the same session. I'm getting more comfortable. It's getting a bit better. Going like down. Here this was like, feels way too long? I don't know. Something's wrong. That's a problem area. I don't know what's going on over here. This needs to be fixed. Yeah, it's like similar to how I did the other one, and it looked very stiff on the side. It's not great. You know, I think the knees here aren't too bad. And here I did the shortest recap of shape. Yeah. Here I'm like doing very bad proportion, but I tried to like do a volumetric drawing. Here I'm doing it and I'm like trying to redo parts and figure out why it's not working. So next I like briefly look at leg muscles and like how they attach. I had to end early because I had to get to lecture. Slender Man. This says 6, but it was more like 5 at like 1 in the morning. Well, like 6 at 1 in the morning. So, so it was just an exercise to help me fall asleep. No, it's not too bad. I'm getting some groove back again. I did this, but I think I tried to do it again to be like, no, this is actually supposed to be foreshortened. It's a bit stiff again. This I'm quite proud of. Good twist. I did a good twist. I tried to emulate the twist. I think like this from the pose from the back, I'm just not great at. The side one, even though like, you know, it's not too detailed or anything, I think it looks like better, looks less Slenderman-y. I keep going. This one's fun. I think the arms are really fun, and this is fun. I can't tell how long to make the legs because they're bent inwards. It's very sassy. This pose I did, and I was like, wow, the reference was so amazing, and I just couldn't capture it at all, and it made me upset because I just thought it was a really wonderful pose. So then I move on, and I try to like analyze more specifically, you know, the problem areas, because I've been moving on really fast and moving on to the next thing, but the problem is that the pose can completely change and I don't have a lot of time, so I try to do a lot like more detail. I continue that over here, and then I come back to this pose and try to capture the like amazingness of it. I do that. I continue practicing. I'm not taking this book like super seriously. Like if so, I would have done a lot more anatomy and a lot more like super critical studies, but I'm just taking my time because I want to have a good relationship with art and not like expect myself to be #1 immediately. Not too bad. I think this area is better than any of my practice ones, but I do think like up top this is better. I mean, I may be a bit shorter, like move that, but it's okay. Maybe I was supposed to spend more time here, but I'm seeing I have a bit of problems with the joints. This is from the back and it's okay. Just more quick ones. I think this one is fun. I like this one. It's dynamic. These are fine. I have nothing to say. I wrote Oy vey. I really hated it. Like, I was very confused with her chest and the torso and the foreshortening. Yeah. It's fine. I clearly am not controlling the thickness very well. Here I tried to do it again how I did before without practicing any outlines, without like doing any base stuff and only doing the outline, I mean. You can see it. Practice. Warming up is good because this is not very good. Here I tried to do with shadow, like a more rendered piece. I haven't done that in a while. This I did on the 8th of December, so it's not necessarily November like I wrote in the front. Also, yeah. I'm proud of this one. I put like more time into it, maybe like half an hour into it. It's a little frustrating because I think it's good and I am proud of myself, but I keep comparing to like myself to 18-year-old me, and I know that 18-year-old me was better, but we are on a different journey. It's good. I am proud of it. I am proud of it. This was yesterday, I think. Yeah, I'm just doing gesture drawings. They just feel so much better to me. They're okay. They're dynamic. I mean, I'm not fully rendering it. Also, I have the need to make it bigger. Or maybe I'm not controlling it enough, but I want it to kind of come off. So the legs are being cut off. Or is that just an excuse not to do the legs? This is good. I like it. I think it's really fun. I think this is good. Like, it's a good balance of gesture and form. I think it's a very good foundation. I think I'm learning. I'm doing a good job. And this is the last thing. So, the head and the chest. So I think the head, like if I came back to the chest, I could fix it. But the head, I clearly need to work on. That needs to be where I'm moving on to next. But if we don't choose that as my last drawing, but if we're comparing gesture drawings, these are my last ones, basically, and my first ones were these. So definitely an improvement. So that was my sketchbook tour. This was my first showing of sketchbook. I hope you like it. I doubt anyone has watched this to the end, but thank you. Thank you for watching. If you did make it to the end, like, share, subscribe.